to a new Speedpaint video, and I am drawing my OC Yuri, and I made it a fire themed drawing. I was very inspired by an artist that I like, and she made her. It was like a completely different drawing. It was like something completely different, but for some reason I got this image after going through like 20 phases of a sketch version. I ended up with this and I liked it, so I continued it, and that's why I didn't include the sketch portion, because it was like six or 7 different versions of the same sketch, and it was a lot of hours. It was like 2 hours worth of sketching, and speeding up 2 hours without it making like no sense, like being really sped up, is very difficult to do. So I decided to just take the whole thing out, and yeah, so I am now on the line art. I'm doing her hair, and I know that the base hairstyle that I made for this OC is a half up, half down with a bow, but it didn't match her outfit, so I decided to take it out, let it flow, because it made the picture look better. And yeah, so that's what I did. And I also colored this very differently than I normally would cell shade, but I decided that if I was going to shade her clothes one way, I was going to shade her hair and face the same, so I didn't cell shade the whole thing. I used watercolor and paint to shade and color everything, and I really like it. I went for this older style. I don't know what you'd call it. It's like I'd say it's more fantasy style. Example, I did another drawing like before with this similar outfit, and I only see this kind of outfit in isekais and stuff like that, and I really do like it. It's so cute. And yeah, so that's what I did with her clothes. And I made her holding a scythe because a scythe is my favorite weapon for an anime character, and it's like my favorite character from a show has a scythe, from an anime has a scythe, and I really just like scythes. And so I gave her one, and because it fit me. And I also like the color red. That's why I made a lot of fire and stuff. I chose fire because it was red, and that's my favorite color. I gave her gloves and stuff because I think it looks cute and pretty, even though she normally doesn't have gloves. I gave her suspenders because I really love suspenders too. And I let her keep her normal skirt because it matched the outfit, and I didn't make the skirt red even though I wanted to, because it would just look really weird if the background was red and her skirt was red, you feel me? So I didn't do it. But either way, it looks really pretty, and I colored the sketch before because I used like 30 different colors to finally find the right color, if you know what I mean. Oh, and what I'm doing right now, this thing that's like already outlined with the color on the inside is a feature in the Clip Studio software, and it's for adding detail, I think. Well, no, I use it for adding detail, but it works really good and it's so pretty. And so I added these like silver, so they're gonna be silver colored rings on her suspenders because I wanted it to like reflect and look really cute. And I gave her a necklace choker that was it's gonna be gold like her suspenders, and same thing for her gloves. So now I am line arting the scythe, and I used the long rectangle tool because I can't draw straight lines to save my life, so I did it like that. And I'm not good at drawing weapons, so it doesn't look that good, but it'll probably get better in the future, like if I continue drawing like weaponry, things like that, and knives. And I'm not really that good at it. I'm only just good at drawing people, but I'll learn. And I wasn't sure if it was gonna look sharp from this angle or if it was supposed to be like the bottom angle. I was very confused when I was doing this. So when I color it, the coloring takes me such minimal time because I honestly did not know how I was supposed to color this. So now I did a ribbon string around the scythe to give it detail to match her outfit, so it looks like it's hers. And I added some earrings, even though I don't wear earrings, but I mean, it looked cute and I felt like her ears were very bland, so I decided to do that. And since the bow in her hair is going to be the same color as her skirt and her hair is brown, it was gonna blend in really a lot, so it wasn't gonna stand out. So I wanted to make her earrings gold so they would stand out. And now I am shading. I cut out the part where I was blending so many colors, like red colors and stuff, to get the perfect shade for her skin, because normally her skin wouldn't be this like red, but she was surrounded by the colors red, and it was really dark, so I needed to make sure that I was coloring it properly according to light, because I'm also really bad at doing that, but I think I did it really good. And yeah, see, I added the light on her nose and her cheek and all that stuff, and it's so cute. And this took me about like, I'd say this took me like 30 to 20 minutes to do her face only. Like, I sped up a lot of time and cut out things because I'm a very bad procrastinator, so I just stay stuck sometimes doing nothing, like just staring at it. And yeah, so now I'm doing the ears. I don't know how to color. It's very difficult and stuff. And then I was struggling whether I was gonna make her have blush because it would take out the highlight on her cheek. Tricky. And now I'm doing her eyeball. I didn't line out her eyeball. I made it brown instead, and I never done that before, but it ended up looking really cute. And I darkened the outer part of it so it blended in more, as you can see. And I really like it. I did her eyeball in cell shading because I don't think it was gonna affect the flow of the rest of the drawing, so I made it cell shading, and I added the highlight and all like I normally would. And because I didn't do the outer ring in a dark line art, it actually blended in better than I thought. And now I'm doing her neck, and I kind of messed up. I didn't do the harsh shade under the choker, even though I was supposed to do that, but it's unnoticeable. You just see it now because I pointed it out. But I was also coloring this with the sketch in the background and started getting confused, so eventually I'm going to take the color out from the background, just leave the fire in the background, because it kept blending in with what I was doing and I kept getting very distracted. But yeah, now I'm doing her hair. I usually cut out when I'm filling in the hair, but it didn't take long, so I left it in. And yes, I'm gonna do a really cute shade. Just wait for it. It's gonna be adorable. So and now I am on to the hair. I sped up the hair very what'd you call it? I sped up the hair a lot because it took me a lot longer than everything else did, even the line art. I never shaded hair like this before, and I was trying to do it right and getting very confused because I didn't know if I was doing it right. I've seen people do hair like this before because I follow a lot of artists YouTube and stuff, and I watch Speedpaint videos all the time, and I think I did it well. I had to make a lot of things a little darker because it just looked like her hair was blending too hard, if that makes any sense. And when I do cell shading, I don't blend things because the distinction between both of the shading styles make it very hard to look at. See, like now I'm using the darker color to make it more apparent that there's shadows. And I also, her hair came out darker than I normally would because her hair is not this dark, but it's red, and I had to make the hair shaded red. Well, I'm not sure, but I think I did because the light is red. You know what I mean? So, you know. But anyways, now I am shading the rest of the hair, and yeah. After I do the rest of the after I do the rest of the hair, everything else is so much easier, except for when I do the white shirt, because I had a saved color tool in the Clip Studio that would tell me that I would save certain colors, like custom colors, and I could just click on it and have a custom color. I had a base white color saved, but I had to delete Clip Studios and reinstall it because it wasn't working about a month ago, and I lost all my pre-saved color thingies. Had to re-download the brushes and stuff that I used, so I had to re-download lots of things, but the custom colors I did not get back. So I had to actually use like the white color and try to like make it look good, if you know what I mean. Like, I don't know, it wasn't looking too good because I had to shade it with red. I usually shade it with light purple, not light purple, like purple or blue, not really red, you know what I mean? So now I added a little bit of cell shading with the overlay filter on the color. So that means that I used the black and overlaid it with transparency to make it darker, and I did the same for the skin just to add a sharp shadow to things. And then I used the white color in overlay to make highlights with what the color should be without me having to manually go and make the color, because god, I am not good at that. So yeah, now I am about to do the eyelashes. I didn't make them the same color in the same hair file because I didn't think I wanted to shade it the same color as the hair. I made it darker, and I didn't want to shade it the same color as the line art because I wanted it to feel more natural, like actual eyelashes. And I think I did it good. And I also added red highlights to the tips of her hair that are near the fire. And now I'm working on the shirt. This is what would you call it? Like, it's like an overlay of the shirt. The shirt is white. This is like a top corset kind of thing. I really don't know what it's called, but I know what it looks like and I drew it. So yeah, you'd see this typically with white shirts and stuff like that in like fantasy themed places, and I should probably search up what it's called, but yeah, I don't care. But anyways, I made it, and I was gonna make it brown, but her hair, eyes were brown, her skin was very darker, to more of a tan. So I was like, too much brown, and it wasn't gonna look good with the purple, so I didn't do it brown. And I did it blackish gray. Yeah, blackish gray. And it matched better with the gold because gold and brown also doesn't mix too well when there's red. It was just a lot of dark red brown colors, so I needed something different. But anyways, that was really easy to shade. It wasn't a lot. I added some red shading near the fire, and since her arm isn't as close, it's not side by side to her, I didn't know if I should add a bottom shadow to it. I don't know if I was gonna look weird or not, but I did, and it makes her arm look like it's very close to her chest, so I guess that's good. But I wanted to make her elbow look like it was facing more of our view, like it was sticking out towards us more. I am very bad at perspectives as well, and I know it sounds like I'm bad at everything, but I'm really not. I'm just bad at certain things. So yeah, so since the light source is in the bottom technically where the fire is coming from, I put the darker shading of the of the white shirt on the top of her shirt instead of the bottom, and I made the bottom more of glistening red instead. And I really wasn't too sure. I'm still not too sure now that I'm looking at it again if that looks good, but I mean, I think it does. But in the moment it did look good, and I had drew this all in one setting from the sketch to the very end. I drew it all in one day. The whole recording file is an entire day, so I spent about 6 hours on this drawing. I recorded like almost 5 of those hours because the other one was sketching and stuff, and I cut down a lot of the hours because I spent a good 30 minutes altogether procrastinating and just staying still on the drawing and probably watching a video or something, or I'd go on my phone and get distracted. So yeah, so all the weird transitions where it's like phased to another part is where I was procrastinating, and I was like, oh shit, because even though I sped it up, it was still like there, like that time I wasn't doing anything. And yeah, like, anyways, so now I'm doing the skirt, and it was really really easy to shade. I was gonna do a pattern on the skirt like I normally do, but I didn't do it in my PNGs, so I was like, oh, I don't need to. I did it in my other drawing though because I thought it added a cute character to it. And I don't. I wanted this to be my normal look, but I wanted it to be more simple for PNG sync because if I had to redraw that shit so many damn times, I was gonna flip. So yeah, I made her more simple. And now I'm doing the bow. I was gonna do the bow red or something, but I did it white because everything else was red around it and it wouldn't like, man, a shading with like colors, it's hard. That's why a lot of my drawings are very not lighting accurate because I am not that good at lighting. I'm not that good at anything, as a matter of fact, honestly, but I made it work. So now I'm doing the gloves. See, I made the gloves, I think they're brown or like a grayish brown. Hold on. Yeah, they're a grayish brown. Because her gloves are normally brown, but um once again, I already explained they don't look good in brown in this drawing, so I didn't do them that color. And shading them was also very, very easy. And the rest of the drawing is the scythe and the background. So I'm going to leave this here, and instead, I'm gonna put some music, and you can enjoy the rest of the video. And I hope you enjoyed the voiceover and explanations of my actions to this drawing. And bye.